Struggling with Valentine's ideas? Well, I might have a solution for you. Show you how to create them. Create some Valentine's Day items from a wreath, a couple of wreaths, to a couple of designs to hang on your wall, to several little items to make things a little bit Valentine holiday style. That's what If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, and you'll be soon to catch some other videos just like this. So these are the things that I bought from the dollar store. I bought a ring. This is a wreath ring. And of course, this is a round wreath ring. I bought this ring, $1. Now, let's see here. I bought some tulle, this tulle is going to be used on the ring. Let's see. I bought several of these flowers. They're so cute. They have the little hearts on them, and they all were $1. Everything was $1. And I had some leftover Christmas tulle, and it looks like this. And actually, I got this. It was like 70% off at Christmas time. So I thought if I need to use that, I'll use that too. So when you're doing these DIYs, I've thought seriously about it. If the Dollar Tree and other stores already have items in there for $1, you might as well go ahead and save things for the next holiday season. I'm gonna cut the first thing I'm gonna do with the flowers is I'm gonna cut these off the stem and give them a little snip. They're not that hard, I don't need this part, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll keep the green, even though, I don't want to waste it. I can use it on another project. So we have this here, which is this, it's kind of like a chalkboard heart. This actually could hang on the door, but I want to put it on my wreath. And I thought maybe if I could anchor it in the front of the wreath somehow, in this manner. All right. But before I do that, I'm going to anchor it with zip ties. So I have some zip ties, a couple of zip ties. Or I may just use some standard glue, or I also have some, you're going to probably need, what we call those things? You're going to need some of these stems, all right, the tinsel stems. I had these left over from Christmas. I have some that are red, some that are different colors. It really doesn't matter because we're going to put those on the back. Of course, those cost $1 as well. So I'm going to open this one so that I can see exactly what I'm doing. All right. So I have one of these. Okay. And the tool, I'm not sure which tool I want to use. Which one's going to make it thick. These came from the Dollar Tree, so a lot of this stuff has a lot of glitter, so you're probably going to get glitter everywhere. Just beware the glitter. And when it's all done, it's going to be very pretty. Now, I find that the Dollar Tree tool is just as good as the next tool. This tool is not as thick, right? And what I want to do is, I'm not going to measure it any kind of way. I'm going to stop at a certain point. It's almost consistent with the glitter here, all right? So what I'm doing right now is deciding which one I want that's going to look the best. Now this is the tulle from, and they don't call it tulle, they call it decorative fabric. This one's called decorative fabric. And I want to say that I got this one, like I said, around Christmas holiday shopping. And I got this one from Target, I believe. So I had several items already from Christmas, the after Christmas sales. And this one looks like this. So I'm going to sit here and decide which one I want to use. Because I really like the way this one looks. But I also like the way that one looks. So I think I'm going to use both. So let's see what we can do. I'm not going to measure because if I get the measuring, I'm going to pull it out to about here. You might want to, just because I'm just doing this, but let's see. We're going to pull it out to about, roll it out to here. And once I cut my first piece, after I cut my first piece, then I'll cut the next one. So let's move this to the side. We'll start with the one from the Dollar Tree. It's thin, it's not as thick, but it's very pretty. It has a lot of glitter. I'm gonna cut it here. All right, and then I'm just gonna lay it flat on my table, and I'm gonna cut another one. You don't have to measure it exactly, it's just me. I just wanna have the same consistency. All right, so now I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to roll it, give it a roll. It doesn't have to be that much. And then I'm going to cut it again. Okay. Now, I'm going to take I'm going to use this. I'm going to tie it, the tinsel pipe cleaner. And I'm going to tie it here. Give it that one tug. And I just want to tie it so I can tie it around. And if you see what I'm doing, is that's how this will look from the Dollar Tree. It will look like this. And I'm going to give it this, you know, for $5, I can make this entire thing. So I'm going to start here in this middle, in this little space here. And I'm going to take it and put it here. And pull it down here. And so that is how that will actually look once I tie it. I'll give it a tie. And I'll have to do a lot of those to make that look as thick and consistent as I want from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's real easy to tie them. If you don't want to waste the tinsel, just go ahead and give it a clip. And I'll go back and reinforce it with some glue. Hot glue is my friend. All right. So since I said I was going to use the other one as well, I'm going to use it, but I'm going to cut it in half. Because it is very wide, I'm going to cut it once here. No measuring. And then I'm going to take it again. And I might not have to do it, but cut it again. I'm not measuring it at all. Just one little tug here. And it's very pretty. All right. And it rolls. It gives it that curl. You see, I got that little curl. That's what I'm looking for. So that one looks better to me. And I have some more that are red. I'm going to center it where I put that first one. I'm going to flip it back over. Flip it back over on this side. This side is the side I'm flipping it over on. And I'm going to bend it between my fingers, just like this. Put it between my fingers. And tie. Put it down inside of here. It looks like this. And on the top again, it's on the top. Go on the top here. And you just simply put it between there because it's between my fingers. Flip this over again. And there you go. And tie. And just tie it until you get a puffiness. There we go. And what I'm gonna end up doing, and as you see, it made a little bow, okay? And I wanted to make a curl. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'll do that all the way around because I like the way that looks. I have the next one, and this is rather big. These are pretty big. So I was able, because they're so wide, and I'll fill them in with the Dollar Tree one as well. Because they're so wide, they curl automatically. So I'll just cut it again. And it's gonna curl for me. And it reminds me of this burlap bag. You know, I used to have those burlap bags, and they weren't as colorful, of course, but that's what this material reminds me of. So there we go. It curls again. I have my tie here. Gonna go ahead and curl it down here. Put it between my two fingers here, like that. Looks like a bow. All right, and it kind of curls up. All right. And I'll just work my way around on this side until we get all the way in. And I'll put it all the way in the center, here, in the center. And then just tie. And, all right, so I've done some of the putting the tool on. Now I wanted to see how to place my heart. So this heart, this Dollar Tree heart, I don't know if I can get it in camera, but this Dollar Tree heart had some holes in it. So I'm gonna use the zip ties to enforce it onto the ring, like so. And I just simply put the zip ties on there, and then I'll reinforce it in the back with some, I went the wrong way. I just went through the back of it because I don't want to show the knot. And came through the middle hoop here. I mean, it's not bad. You can do this watching TV or whatever. I find myself, it didn't take me about 20 minutes to do something like this. And then you just get together here. All right. So I reinforced it with the zip ties because I didn't want them to fall off and on the tool. And because I don't want to see the green part here, the green of the ring, I'm going to go back through and reinforce it with some more. And I chose the burlap tool because it had more of a twirl to it. And if I didn't like it, I could just simply cut it and just let it twirl or leave it like that. I don't like the frayed edges. I just go through and cut it off because I don't know. That's just me. And I just think it'd be prettier. So I'll go around the whole thing. Probably not. I'll fluff this part here up. I want to fill this whole thing because I want it bunchy. So I'm going to fill the rest of this side up. And I'll come through here. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tag off. I left the ribbon, the hang for the ribbon. It's not as sturdy, but I left it because even though I'm going to use something to hang the wreath on the door, I'll be able to, you know, the red's not going to show. So I left that for a reason. So that's what I did with that. Okay, so I have filled it all in, and you see we have all those little circles, those little loops, and this part here is now kind of puffing out. And I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll tilt that up. Okay, so this part here is kind of puffing out. So far so good. I was trying to cover all of the holes. I did go back and reinforce the back of the heart with some glue, and it didn't do as well as I wanted it to do because it wants to stick out. So I'm gonna try something else to reinforce it. I'm also gonna go ahead and add some more things to it because I just like how it's so that it has that puffiness, and when it hangs on the door it'll fit right in and it looks like my little chalkboard. The only part I'm not pleased with is the top part, so I'm probably gonna fill this in with some more tooling and keep on going. I did find at the back with the pipe cleaners, I went ahead and used the longer stem instead of the ones that I cut because they were easy to tie and it made the process a little bit quicker, and it just turned out a little bit better. Now, what I do want to do with this is, because I love it, because it's like a poof, you know, it's poofed up. I like that a whole lot. I'm going to add some more accessories to the board. I can write on the board if I want to write on the board. I think I'm going to take this other Dollar Tree accessory where you see the wire still. I'm going to actually make sure you still have that hook so I can hook my hook on there. And I'm definitely going to add this. I'm going to cut this thing that says welcome, and I'm going to put those hearts around. And maybe that'll give it some more depth, give it some more appeal to me and looks to the eye. But I really like the way this is turning out. So it really has come along and it really looks beautiful for Valentine's Day. So we're gonna reinforce it with a little bit more glue, and hopefully the glue will help out. And then I'm gonna cut the back where I have the tools, because you know the ribbon, I'm gonna cut all of this off, because even though I made it where it was red, I could have used any color, but since I didn't want it, I wanted it to blend in, I just left it red. I just thought it was best red. So when we'll be done with it, and I think this took me about maybe 30 minutes to make, if that. And say it turned out really nice. As you see, it turned out very nice. And I'll just hang this on my door, and then if I want to, I can write a little message, and there you have it. You can put this on your door at home. You can put the place you want to put this, whatever kind of door you want to put it on. Your bedroom door, just decorate it, and it makes a neat little thing. So that's the DIY for the wreath, for this wreath. And I'll come back with another one.